weekend. Tomorrow lectures the monkey came to be speaker, and it should trains, and then it's the trains to Toringas, and then it's the trains to the Takers and Mouse. The Wallace of Playground, the March Tours for Tourists, the Comets, Trust Annals to the Planners. The second never take it slowly. That's how I do it, team is giving me the traders, everything game on us. And tell us, go us time to think you got it. Give us a time, get out of the last till last. Once I say I gave a start of question, where is its place? The question where I got land to makers that I will just subtweeted it. And I will trigger the secret. Wait, damn it. I keep in this coverless. The coverless to play with a coverless class. I don't heard a coverless I can still is. It's convertible shunners. I could quite sure what's with the two Apollos and chores. I don't know what I think. I tried to hold this junior crew trailers. I always had to so open to ground to it. And as a trust world, that's all that's all smokers. And as all the terrorists, the false tweets, and the sugar give us, and the sugar swallow the trolley, the pick of us. And I was essentially caught the start, and I caught the start to go into make it, and it's a second mate to recreate, being to all these night chickens. Remember, make it a great and make it swallow, I can make it a great. And the whole I go, I think that make it take us, damn, it's to say that, the secret.
though you may think it queer, when a fish could be what he wanted to be, choose his own career. If one had a yen for carpentry and liked the building trade, a hammerhead shark he'd choose to be with a sawfish as his aid. And some were weak fish, electric, eelfish, catfish, dogfish too. And some were redfish, others were whitefish, some were just plain blue.
Got the blues, those low-down blues. I'm as blue as a bluefish can be.
Now to satisfy their wishes, there was a school for little fishes, and though you could be any kind,
one little fish couldn't make up his mind.
His name was Philip.
How would you like to be a shark?
A shark? A shark? No, not a shark. For natives, I've no appetite. I couldn't eat a bite.
Then how about a small sardine?
I'm not keen to be a sardine. Crowded places I can't stand. I'd never relish being canned.
Perhaps a goldfish you could be.
A goldfish in a bowl? Not me. Never would I stand for that, to be the victim of some cat.
Well, what would you like to be?
I'd like to be a flying fish, a flying fish. I'd like to be
A flying fish?
a fish that flies.
There's no such creature in the sea.
To flap my wings and sail away far above the ocean blue.
He wants to fly up in the sky.
To glide like seagulls do.
You're no fish. You're for the birds.
Go on, take the air.
Go lay an egg.
but Philip had made up his mind that he'd take to the air. And day by day he practiced hard, he never did despair. He'd hitch a ride behind a bird by hanging to his tail, and flap his fins to keep him up, although he'd often fail. The more he tried and tried and tried, the stronger Philip grew, until one day, lo and behold, little Philip flew.
Poor Philip, although he had gotten his wish, was snubbed by the fowl and ignored by the fish. He sadly decided right then and there that never again would he take to the air. When over the sea came a hungry old pelican, whose beak we are told could hold more than his stomach. He lived on a diet of mackerel and trout, and woe to all fishes when he was about.
him a flying school, and to this very day you'll find him with his flying squadron zooming across the bay. Philip, the first flying fish.
We're going to it now. We're going to it. I'm going to with the blast. Blast it, blast it, all like this. I get clarity with the blast. Shows you what's closer with the double blaster. I did a call the blast to you, where to spoil like this. I did tweak about it, the positive speed, and I'm very great. We do give me this. I get to shout.